EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
To throw right away, here's Milrow. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Let's go. Ready, right?
Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hawk 70. Let go.
They'll go again with Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
19 left, two. Viking.
Milrow throwing on 2nd down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive. We're going to run, and this is Trevion Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Milrow. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. And the Patriots will take over possession here at the 44.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the bootleg. Here's May. The right side caught by Wiley. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
To throw on 1st down is May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Andy Borregales is on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Pats will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go play. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here goes it.
The zone read, a give to Henderson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing on third down is May. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They're going. It's May. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. On the handoff, Henderson. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution, Mike. It's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same.
To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Patriots. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Patriots take a 10-3 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first down. At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 6.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass. is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Nice, let's go. Go.
Throwing is Milroe. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the jump.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
70 Lions. Ready.
Now Milroe. Open man left side. He's got him. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this. Then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for third and 3. To throw again is Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Set to go now on first and 10. Play action, it's Milroe. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's second and 9.
Warriors 70.
Again, it's Milroe. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This will be returned from the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the guns, it's May. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he overhit that just a bit. That's beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now with Milroe. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie and a...
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, next Warriors 70, Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Under 10, under 10, 10. Ready to run.
Now it's Milroe. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. Ready.
Milroe going to throw it again. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And he will have the 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have it.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. intercepted. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Michael,
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Safe kick taken at the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's gonna take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On the return, it's Austin. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
Now Milrow on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
All
and
things
10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away. And
for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On second down, it's May. That's brought in right side by Pickett. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Come to the line now on second and 2. Holding back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it, and the Pats will extend this third quarter lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come night, chip. Get it. Cowboy.
On first and 10, it's Milroe.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Down and 4.
Ready, set.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on third and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Now May. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Try again. It's second and 10. Thrown out of a done, they're going to run with Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and 11. To throw is May. Catch is made. That is Williams. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, New England.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
May now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 35 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Patriots.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
To kick off for New England.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Go! 18 cards, go!
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll go play action with Milroe. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Come on, set! Bronco 80!
On second down, Milroe. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And 10 yards to go.
Hey, Smash! 70 Timberwolves!
Handoff, running left is Walker. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down. First and 10.
First down, Patriots.
On the handoff, Stevenson running left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 43, here's second and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
79 Broncos. Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Patriots first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Second and goal.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's going to be caught.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. We call it mesh routes or drag routes. We want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. We give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10.
70 Lions.
On play action, Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he will have the Seahawks first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Again, it's Milroe. Quick throw, taken in. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Another try, 2nd and 10.
Drop 50. Come on. Set. Cowboy. Ready.
Milroe going to throw it again. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Now, a big third down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play action. It's Milroe. This one's on the floor. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First down.
Here is first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Walker. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Makes the score Patriots 30, Seahawks 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots.